Well, there is something broken about this video, but I'll tell you one thing. It's not the butterfly.
Hey everyone. So today I want to rant about something. I hate it a lot when people make a big deal or they overreact about when someone cuts or when someone commits suicide over a guy or girl, like an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend or like a crush or something. That is stupid because, first of all, it's highly unlikely that it was over that person.
Question, how do you know? You know, it's funny how this video is entitled People Assuming But Never Asking. And how do we start the video? Assuming shit. You really aren't helping your case at all.
It is very likely that that person was just the tip of the iceberg, like thing that set them on edge. It wasn't the main reason. There might have been pieces of that is the reason that they did whatever it is that they did, but it's not the main reason.
Even if it's not the main reason, it's still a reason. So you still can't disclose it as some inconsiderate factor.
It's like that. No, it's not at all. And if you think that it is, then you really don't understand that person, because if you don't understand them, you don't have the right to be judging them in the first place.
Oh, fuck, is this juicy. Okay, first of all, this goes back to how do you know a relationship isn't the reason some people commit suicide? I mean, you have nothing to support your theory, so why should I give a shit about an idea you can't even support? Secondly, how do you know if the person who says they committed suicide don't know the person? They could have been very close to them and know exactly what was going on in their life. And thirdly, you say people don't have the right to judge people they don't know, and yet here you are judging people you don't know solely based on an assumption. Amazing how you're condoning people assuming things, and yet here you are making assumptions in 3 different areas. Good job, stupid. Don't ever breed.
So, yeah. But I just think it's annoying when people do that, because, like, what's the point if you're not going to judge why someone cuts themselves if you don't know the reason why they did it? There is no real reason you should be doing that, but everybody has their own reasons. Just because someone has it worse than you doesn't mean you're any less important.
I'm confused. Where did the whole people suffer more than you come in? I thought this was about people assuming. I'm pretty sure these people aren't trying to mock someone for their reasons of committing suicide, but more so trying to find an answer as to why they did it. I mean, let's face it, unlike you, some people actually take the time to look into things. And hey, just like you said, some people think differently, so there may be some people who commit suicide because of a relationship problem. The very opposite of what you're trying to argue. I don't even need to shoot down your arguments. You do that for me.
Like, oh my god, I really can't stress that enough with people. It bothers me that they always say, they're just like, oh, well, I don't mean to bother you about my problems or anything. No, you're not bothering me. You're not bothering me at all.
But you just said it bothers you. Make up your mind, girl. Twiddling your hair can wait.
That page that I have on Facebook, that's what it's for. It's for people who need your help. I don't care who you are, what you look like, what your race is, what your gender is. I don't care what your sexuality is. I don't really care. I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you padding.
You get the point.
No, I don't get your point, because absolutely none of that has to do with your video. Okay, you don't discriminate people based on appearance or sexuality. Good for you! But you are discriminating people over a psychological viewpoint which you completely evaded the topic of. I mean, the name of this video is People Assuming But Never Asking. How the hell did we get to this discrimination bullshit?
Who cares? Who really cares? Like, why do you care? It's not your business.
Hey, I can say the same for you. Why do you care how people think someone committed suicide? It's not your business. Besides, some people might just feel concerned trying to figure out why someone did this, and believe it or not, it's not always trying to find a reason to discriminate. Something you yourself were making a big deal about earlier.
It's still love either way. It doesn't matter. Like, just because that person likes this, because this guy likes another guy, okay,
and we're back to ranting on gay discrimination. Why?
And like, what's the big deal about it? It's not hurting you, is it? It's not like the world is gonna end. Not like there's a freaking volcano erupting because of it.
Hey, that's a nice glass house you got there.
People just like to hate and make big deals out of nothing. They just like to. It's a thing, and I don't know why, but they do. And it's... you don't have to listen to them. You really don't.
And you've been doing what exactly? And no, I don't mean to say feeling concerned about suicide is nothing. I'm just going by her interpretation of it, considering the broken butterfly over here seems to think concerning yourself with someone's reason for committing suicide isn't a big deal. Her words, not mine.
People just like to hate and make big deals out of nothing. They just like to. It's a thing, and I don't know why, but they do. And it's... you don't have to listen to them.
Where at all did you say people assuming how someone committed suicide over a relationship or hating? Oh, that's right, you never did. Go back to twirling your hair, it seems to be the only thing you're good at.
Hey.
Yeah, hold on, let me just grab this joint, fill me a glass of Jack Daniels, spread a sheet of bath salts. Okay, I'm good. Lay it on me.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Shadow Commentaries. This is Season 1, Episode 10.
Why is it the gayest of commentators always make their videos episodic? Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to watch Season 5, Episode 23 of Not Funny Commentaries. Yeah, sounds stupid, doesn't it?
In today's episode, I am going to be critically analysing the Irate Gamers review of Silver Surfer, which was requested over Facebook. And I can tell you, this review is really bad. So, let's dive right in, grab the scalpel and cut this video right open. Let the commentary begin. Yeah, I'm going to skip the first minute and 21 seconds of this because this does not contribute anything to the video whatsoever.
Because in Foxtrot's dictionary, the word entertainment is nowhere to be found.
Alright gamers, today we're going to be checking out Silver Surfer for the NES. Now I know this game has been reviewed before.
Yeah, I know this is a nitpick, but is there any reason why there's audio stutters in this commentary? I remember watching the original review and it didn't have those. My best suggestion is that Foxtrot tried to make an argument, but he couldn't come up with one and let the splices in without knowing. And yet, for some reason, he couldn't even do that right. And this guy uses Sony Vegas.
But my intent is to make it all the way to the end. Now if anybody out there has a problem with that, I suggest you just click over to another channel.
That would be a pretty smart idea if you're going to say something like that.
Let the bias begin!
Hey, what the hell you think you're doing? Turn that back!
Aww, that actually looked way more entertaining than this.
Yeah, you're probably the kind of guy who'd find a mule shitting in a McDonald's kids meal bag entertaining. You're nothing special.
Whew, alright, that's better. Alright, well the game starts off by Galactus telling Silver Surfer that he needs his help defending the universe from a huge threat. And once arriving at the startup screen, we get to choose from 5 different areas. You know, this stage selection screen kind of reminds me of Mega Man. You've got your Water World, Space World, and Ghost World? Wait a minute, this is exactly like Mega Man! You Mega Man ripoff!
Oh, that is so fucking funny. Aha, 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 aha.
Oh no! You guys hear that? Foxtrot, the king/mayor/emperor comedy is putting humor in its place. But hey, don't be shy there. You started it. Now you gotta try to finish it. Come on, pull down the pants and show the man who's boss. No, don't worry. I'm watching. I'll be the judge.
Alright, well if we're gonna have to pick one, let's just go ahead and pick this Bret Hart stage. So in this side-scrolling adventure, let's try this again. So in this side-scrolling adventure, your mission is to reach the end and... Gosh damn it! Now in this side-scrolling adventure,
I really would have to wonder if you're actually trying to play the game.
Oh no, my mentally challenged, thing, considering I don't consider you a friend. He was trying to make a joke. You know, because Irate Gamer is a comedic reviewer. Amazing. Comedic internet reviewers being taken seriously. Who'da thunk?
And the game is over? No save feature? One hit and you're dead? Ah!
That was kind of funny.
From the very first second, these stages will be out to kill you in every way possible.
Ah,
Some
poor
games require
editing.
a bit
How
of
I miss
memorization
you.
just to pass through
No,
them.
seriously, how did he
This
miss
game
you?
pretty much grabs your spine and pulls it right out your asshole. Now, just how the hell am I supposed to get past this? Good God, was there anything harder than this game? Couldn't they have at least given us a health meter, power mushrooms, something?
This isn't Mario.
You do know that he was just making a reference?
Now, thankfully, this game
As
has a
a
lot of checkpoints
joke.
throughout the level. But good
Right?
fucking luck reaching them. When trying to deal with shit like this, where the game gives you the space as big as your ass crack to pass through. Ugh. God, this game sucks, it blows, and it's a piece of shit!
Good timing on calling it a piece of shit. And also, didn't that sound kind of like something the angry video game nerd would say?
Because as we all know, James Rolfe coined the term, this game is a piece of shit. Let's see, fanboyism, taking satire seriously. Yep, all hope is lost. 3 minutes in the video, hope is lost. Nothing can save this video now.
Okay, well, maybe we can just pause the game and chart a path to victory. Well, we'll navigate around this bullet, around this, around that, and head this way to free ourselves for the next line of attack. Well, here goes nothing. Ah!
Oh, hardy ha! I almost pissed myself laughing.
Yeah, that was great, but next time, could you make your
Well, time to break out
pretentiousness
the
not
NES
sound
advantage.
forced?
This oversized controller thankfully has turbo buttons and a slow button that will help slow things down a
Like,
bit.
that's gonna help.
Now, this might
A button that slows down fast-paced action so you can get a better handle on the environment? Pfft, no way, I'd never abuse that.
sound like a good idea on paper, and probably would get a little bit further than you would normally. But good luck from here on out, because the only thing you'll be doing is watching your ass getting kicked in slow motion.
That's not funny, and by the way, he slowed down the gameplay footage with his video editing software, people.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Comedian, what jokes did you make? Also, how do you know he really slowed it down with video editing software? Where's your proof? Jesus Christ, Rick Perry's smug fag British kid, you certainly inherit a lot.
And if you think the controls in this game are any better, guess again. Because once you start finding power-ups to add to your arsenal, it becomes another complicated mess just to use them. Now the A button will fire your standard weapon, but the B button doesn't do diddly fuck.
Excuse me, Foxtrot, aren't you trying to point out the flaws in this guy's videos? Because you missed an obvious one. The B button does do something. It allows you to shoot backwards. Hell, AVGN even mentioned that in his review of the same game, yet that seems to be the only reason you're making this video because you're a blind fanboy of the AVGN, and yet you say nothing about him saying the B button does nothing. You moron! You idiotic, illogical, overweight, stubborn dipshit!
But you know what does fire your power-up weapon? The select button. The select button? For God's sake, you have a perfectly good button right here that does absolutely shit, and you want me to use the select button to fire? Who the hell designed this shit? Pablo Picasso? Why, yes. Fuck off! You know nothing of my book!
That's funny. That's the people who watch your commentaries in a nutshell. Minus the cricket.
Ah, but what the hell does it even matter anyway? Since you probably won't be alive long enough to even use it. Gosh damn it, I want to see the rest of this game! Don't you?
I would too, if only you could actually play it.
What shows that he can't play the game? That he dies so many times? You do know this game is rather infamous for its difficulty, right? Even AVGN pointed that oh wait, I forgot, this is Irate Gamer and not AVGN. Forgot about the favoritism for a second. Now back to the scheduled program.
Well, I hate to do this, but time to break out the game genie.
Oh, goody. Here goes the irate gamer with his trademark. Getting out the game genie to help him pass a game just because it is too difficult for him to play. You know, I really would have to wonder if you actually consider yourself a gamer.
Oh, I'm sorry, doesn't AVGN use game
Alright,
genies
Gene,
in some
come
of
out
his
of there.
reviews? You fucking favoritist cunt.
You've released the almighty game genie.
Oh, using an actual genie? Oh, what genius. Not.
We get it, Bill O'Reilly. Boris is the fucking devil. You can stop showing your bias now. It's pretty obvious at this point.
Thing for a while, we'll do that to you. Plus, if Doctor Who can do it, I can do it too. Alrighty, so how may I serve you? Oh, great. Well, I need him.
Oh yeah, by the way, has anyone
Well, I
noticed that
think I
Chris
can do
seems to
that.
play every character in his videos?
Does it really fucking matter? It's a comedy sketch. You're not supposed to think this deeply about comedy sketches. What, do you look at Monty Python and take that seriously?
Not me, jackass, the game.
Oh.
Oh boy. Yeah, now we're talking untouchable. Now each level in this game is split up into 3 sections. 2 full-size levels and a third that contains the stage boss. The bad news here is that it takes 1 billion shots just to kill him. And the good news? Well, there's no good news. This is a Silver Surfer game, jackass.
Oh.
Yeah, it's great to know your water can break, but it's not necessary to record, dear sir.
You flip my shit.
You know, that picture of Silver Surfer moping expresses just how I feel about this review.
I'd say the same thing about every video you've ever made, but we already knew that, so saying that would be redundant. Something you obviously need practice on.
So after you successfully defeat a stage boss, we get a device piece, and the Silver Surfer celebrates. Well, don't party too hard there.
Hannah Montana is funnier than this.
I'm sure original and creative
hard shit
exchange.
levels to beat. And even with a Game Genie helping you, you'll be subjected to a countless barrage of death after death after death after death after death before finally reaching all these stage bosses.
Ha ha, you can't beat Silver Surfer even when using Game Genie. Na 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 na.
Wow. That was the gayest thing I've ever heard in my life. Out of all the videos I've made commentaries on, this had to be the gayest, most retarded bullshit thing I have ever heard. I mean, I made videos about Ion riding Shadwick's nutsack into the sunset and made videos about the Black Knight doing doggy style to honest reviews, but this? Dude, I don't think you should be making fun of Chris Borges' humor anymore. Your jokes are bad enough to cause sudden infant death syndrome.
Bosses. Now once you finally manage to defeat all 5 levels, you'll then be whisked away to the final level to battle the main villain of this game. And just who is waiting for you in this final stage, you ask? Well, it's none other than Mr. Sinister, a villain from X-Men? Oh, you gotta be
What's wrong with putting a villain from X-Men in a Silver Surfer game? Besides, X-Men and Silver Surfer are from the same company, so why is that such a big deal?
fucking kidding me. I mean, seriously, what in God's name is the damn point of even making this poor pathetic excuse for a game? The game is way too hard, the controls suck, and to top it off, you don't even get to fight the main villain in this
You probably never made it to him.
game.
Assumptions!
What?
The ass pie's
Reach
last
the end, You
resort.
just end up fighting some bloated shithead. What the hell? Pixel Demon? What the hell is that?
Not this again.
A comedic reviewer making jokes? God, I hate it when that happens. It's like it's his job or
What?
something.
What? What the hell's a Pixel Demon?
Irate Gamer,
Again.
you must use the Infernal Force.
Inferno Force? But I haven't even mastered it yet.
You must at least try. The game was made to be impossible to defeat, so that monster will be locked away forever. And if he is released, then we'll all be in grave danger.
Alright, well, here goes nothing. I call upon the Inferno Force!
That's it, you're doing it.
Alright, let's do this.
Well, an irate gamer video wouldn't be complete without special effects. Jesus, special effects make any film by Roland Emmerich look like a masterpiece.
Says the guy who can't even use Sony Vegas properly. You swear, Steven the Master could make higher quality videos.
Irate Gamer, you will not stop me.
Wanna bet?
See what I mean? He managed to get the original video out of sync. I swear to God, the original review was not like that.
There, see? His special effects are completely pointless.
I'm sorry, you're still trying to take him seriously? A proper human being would have figured it out by now. Oh, wait, that's the problem.
And that is the end. Well, all in all, this was a rubbish review. He didn't really go into much detail in this, because most of it was just whinging about how difficult it was, and he went into absolutely no detail about the story, characters, design, etc.
Yes, he did. He mentioned the story of the game is that Galactus sent Silver Surfer to save the galaxy. That's a story summary. And the gameplay he showed when talking about how bad level design is causing the difficulty to rise to frustrating levels. Yeah, there's really no need to explain that when everything is right in front of our faces. For God's sakes, everything doesn't need to be lobotomized just so your ADD can catch up with it.
If I wanted a proper Silver Surfer review, I'll stick to the Angry Video Game Nerds review.
Of course you would, you favoritist cunt.
And thus we come to the conclusion of Shadow Commentaries Season 1 Episode 10. If you liked it, please click subscribe and become a fan by liking us on Facebook and following us on Twitter at Formspring and Instagram.
Become a fan of us? So what, Shadow Commentaries has a brand name? You mean there's more than one person behind these videos? Come on, Basalt, it's all up to you now.
That is the end of this commentary, and until next time, I will see you all later. Bye-bye for now, and have a very productive day.
Well, I'm on every drug known to man, so what's left to say? The colors are pretty.
Guys, Rise of Taito Shire here. Now, this is going to be like my responses to Dead Baby from Space and We Player 9, where I'm going to be as mature as I possibly can.
Wait, Tato? Mature? What, did one of Harold Camping's End of the World theories actually occur?
I'm not going to go around name-calling or mudslinging in any way. See, over my career on the internet, I've learned that trying to discuss things like this in a civilized manner for a video probably gets a lot more accomplished.
Third-gen faggot.
I don't do full-length commentaries much anymore. However, a dude known as the Tiger Strike 1 is really asking for this right here.
Bullshit, you're making this video because your ass is hurt, you lying cunt.
And yes, I'm still working on that list I promised all of you guys. I still have a lot of scripting to do, however, I'm just lazy as hell with it. But I'm gonna need some filler until then. Anyways, let's punk!
Oh my god, this is like the most amazing intro ever. All the hardcore music and anime clips, that's so amazing. How I wish my editing skills were just as great as this. I mean, screw simple intros made of Flash. I want something like this. Surprised this hasn't been taken down by copyright. Skipping!
Wow, you still think this video is relevant? This video was uploaded a while ago, you know. Just saying. I mean, I have uploaded a new video since then. Why people such as yourself aren't on that one, I'll never know. This has to be the most retarded defense I've ever read.
I remember leaving that comment to GamerGuy1995, and I stand by what I said there.
Of course you do.
Why are people still focused on that video? I realized he was a troll now. Hell, the point of that video was not to call him an idiot for not liking what I like or whatever, but more like how I was pointing out how if he were real or not, I probably wouldn't get along with him either way. MS Skull 01 thinks things go over my head. Just look at the people who lost it at that video.
Yeah, pro tip, there's a difference between getting a mixed signal and pulling bullshit out of your ass, which is what you were basically doing. Don't lie to me, it's pretty fucking obvious. And even if people did tell you this guy is a troll, you still refute everything someone says to you, and you continuously fight back as if everyone was wrong. Oh, and by the way, a little hypocrisy, you bitch at us for talking about a video that you claim is old, yet you still hold a grudge against MS Skull. You're still on about that? Hell, that video is almost half a year old, while yours is like, what, a month old?
Indeed. Rice potato salad.
Well, there wasn't really any logic in that video I made. It was just a simple one-shot commentary I made for simple humor.
Wait, hold on. At first you said it was about you thinking you wouldn't get along with the person if they were real or not. But now you're going along saying you did it for humor? Come on, which is it? Is it one or the other? Oh, and another pro tip, humor is supposed to be funny.
Since then, that's fine and fucking dandy, but there's one problem. They suck too.
Mind explaining how my updates video, new intro, or goodbye to Brawlmaster 08 were anything like my usual OSCs? I'll admit, I'm terrible at those for the most part, despite my best friend inventing them, and I can really see why a lot of people don't like them, which is why I stopped making them.
Right, which is why you still moan and complain when people call you a dipshit. Here's another pro tip. Make a story and stick with it. It's one paradox after another. God!
However, those 3 videos weren't me attacking anybody, making illogical arguments, or playing Goran Lagann music with some stupid quote I pulled right out of my ass. I think professional wrestling is nothing more than a desperate cry for help. Second, my video is in no way, shape, or form about panty and stocking dying. It was about how an animation company in Japan went from making one of the single-handedly greatest shonen anime I have ever seen to probably one of the worst abominations to have ever come out of Japan. Hell, I hated it more than I hated, well, a lot of things. And that's saying something. I don't know if this dude is for real or not, but something tells me I really wouldn't like him in real life if I met him. Wow, Leia X. Welcome to 3 weeks later. I mean, it's totally not like I haven't learned from this video since then, or other users haven't made responses to it. And yes, I picked the Scooby-Doo argument. The fact that only I and a couple others are sick of seeing that brown mess everywhere, it kind of pisses me off that no one else is annoyed with Cartoon Network's treatment of the series. I mean, yes, the list had other major problems with it, but now I know it's a troll video anyways. Jeez.
You sure about that?
Those videos were simple mashups or text videos telling people how I am, or what's going on for me on the internet, such as my good friend Brawlmaster 08 leaving the internet. So why you have anything against those videos I made since that video you're ranting on, I'll never know.
And you know why? Because people are always telling you exactly what's wrong with your videos. You fall for obvious trolls.
Ah, shitty commentator cliche number 34. Asking a person for information when they state their reasons the very next second. Looking real good on you, mate.
Well, am I the only one who falls for obvious trolls? No, I'm not. Like Youngblood Fantasy 91 said in one of his more recent videos, that a lot of people did like that on Mario to Plumber. Name one person who wasn't fooled by him at first. I was fooled by him at first. Hell, even Revenge of the Fallen has fallen for obvious trolls before, such as, let's say, Mario to Plumber, and that girl who supposedly thanked God for Japan's earthquakes.
And you notice something? They get called out as well. Just because it happened to one person doesn't mean others can be left scot-free. In fact, to put it in your logic, let's say this. A group of kids spray confetti all over a building and they get in trouble, so all the other kids who spray confetti all over that same building should be left alone? No, it's called consistency. Everybody gets an equal punishment if they fuck up on something. Hell, if it was me who fell for that troll video, people would have called me out for that. Why do I get the feeling he's going to pull a troll card just to make me look stupid? Oh god, Shadowstar flashbacks!
You show us just how mature you are, and
you know, I'm not the only one who's acted immature in videos. Hell, every commentator has. Also, if you've seen my other 2 videos like this one I'm doing for you, you know that I'm not always acting immature. Like with you, We Player 9 and Dead Baby from Space, I'm actually being mature for a 3rd time.
Wait, but you said at the beginning of your video that being mature makes your video more effective, so what, this fucked up on you twice before? Another pro tip. Consistency. You lack it.
You're the one who's losing your temper here.
and you know why? Because people are always telling you exactly what's wrong with your videos. You fall for obvious trolls. You show us just how mature you are.
Oh yes, he be mad, brother. Mad! It's hard to contain the beast within him. Hold on, I think a fresh supply of hearing aids just dropped by your front door.
Or in a lot of your videos. I have too, don't get me wrong. However, unlike you, I can own up to my mistakes.
You? own up to your mistakes? Then explain to me the butthurt rageathons you start with your one-shots on people who call you a dipshit, along with the comments that you leave in people's comment sections and the videos who call you out, along with you constantly making the same noobish mistakes in your future videos. Oh yeah, you're such a man. How could I not see you're not inflating your head at all?
Remember when you said that you hate weeaboos in a commentary on an obvious troll, no less? Well, all that you do is talk about anime. You're a self-hating weeaboo, but you know...
Here's the thing. I'm not really as much of a fan of anime as I am a fan of artists with a vision. Sure, that's mostly common in anime and manga. However, there are US cartoons like that I like, such as Hey Arnold or Doug. Two US cartoons that really weren't story-oriented at all. However, what I liked about those shows is that they were both made by people who had an artistic vision and wanted to share it with others. That's also what I like about all of the anime series I happen to be a huge fan of. Not because they were from Japan or the art style, but because I like the artistic aspect to it.
You don't like anime because it's from Japan and because of its art style, but because of its artistic aspect? There we go, changing stories again. Oh, and I do believe you really are a weeaboo, considering you took something like panting and stockings so damn seriously you thought it would ruin Gymex's career for good. Just from one little thing. I said this in my commentary on Guptill, and now I'm going to say it here. Supply and demand.
But you know what? You just don't get this. None of this penetrates your thick...
You don't follow many members of the YouTube anime community, do you? I'm actually not the only one who has dedicated my channel to such topics. There are other great users who have too, such as J-Man's Productions, Seasonal Talk Sam, both good friends of mine. The list goes on. Hell, I've seen people dedicate entire videos to individual manga chapters. As much as I'm not too fond of, let's say, the Phone 999, I wouldn't call him a weeaboo. Hell, I wouldn't even call him an otaku. No, he's just a huge fan of a lot of series, such as myself.
Get this.
Pointless filler comment for the win.
See? I can do it too.
Get this. None of this penetrates your thick skull and reaches your neocortex.
I'll get you next time, Crash Bandicoot. Sorry, hairball.
Letting you understand that you are fucking wrong. You are still the exact same idiot that you were when you were Punch Drunk.
Yeah, if I were the same idiot I was if I were Punch Drunk, why am I being calm and collected here? Like I said earlier, you're angry over nothing. And I'm gonna leave it here. If you want to discuss things maturely, I'm more than happy to. If you're gonna lose your temper at me, you only prove me right. Anyways, Shirei out.
Do I even need to say anything? Holy Jesus, it's Erwin!
On Wednesday the 1st, I encountered some little Pimpin Master DX wannabe called the Stalker Bridge 509.
Actually, I think it's just the Stock Bridge 509, not the Stalker Bridge 509. But if you want to use Stock Bridge's proper screen name, the name's Tubers93. Oh, I'm sorry, did I forget to mention spoilers?
I've never heard of him before. And if any of you out there who have never heard of the Stalker Bridge 509, let me just tell you about him.
Him? I didn't know Stockbridge was a guy. What have I done with these hands?
He talks like Pimpin Master DX, you know, that guy who sounds like a squirrel in a microwave whilst smoking coke at the same time.
Silly Erwin, everyone knows shrooms are the only drugs that change your voice.
Pretty humorous thought. He's a guy who's also a massive fanboy of Justin Bieber.
Because playing Justin Bieber songs in your videos automatically makes you a fanboy. That's about as intelligent as saying you're a fanboy of Sanford & Son just because you look like Demon Wilson in his teen years. Also, Stockbridge has stated many times that she is a girl in her videos. If you can't even get that right, then you're not a very credible source for information.
And flat out says there's no such thing as opinion.
And that video is how old exactly? So what, you just noticed this claim now? You see, this is the kind of guy I'd like to see hit by a truck. Will the impact hit him right there, or will it take him 2 years to figure out that he got hit by a truck and should be roadkill in someone's oven?
Is he really that stupid? Even Pimpin' Master DX never said there was no such thing as opinion.
And last time I checked, I thought Pimpin' Master DX was also a troll. So is Tubers a better troll than whoever Pimpin' Master DX was? You guys decide.
But apparently he's come on YouTube in 2010.
And you decided to make a video about her in 2012. Smooth move, bro.
I saw his video where he was ranting about Looney Tune haters, and that left me confused. Like, you know, I decided to leave a comment on his video saying, I am new to this. Is he ranting about the new shitty ass sitcom remake Looney Tunes, or the old zany classic Looney Tunes we all know and love so much?
Oh yes, because it's totally possible to defend a show 1 year before it was released. You see how amazing Google can be?
But then after listening to some other videos and checking out some of the comments that trolls have left on his channel.
Lyric Shooter's a troll? When did that happen? On a side note, I like how Lyric Shooter's boasting about how he made a video on Stockbridge despite telling me how the video was shit right after I made a commentary on him. Better get the bat signal. We found Two-Face.
Which are pretty humorous, but I digress. It suddenly hits me. This guy is just a troll. I found out this after realizing I've never actually seen anyone rant about the original Looney Tunes shorts.
Wait, so you figured out that Stockbridge was a troll just because of the topic she was ranting on? And yet, even when knowing that she was a troll, you still called Stockbridge a moron and thought she was serious? Okay, TOG. Bring on the mongoose.
They are actually one of the timeless cartoons of all time, and I don't remember, I haven't seen anyone rant about them. I've only seen people rant about that new shitty ass sitcom remake, which I hate as well.
Because everyone else hates it, so I must hate it too. Your logic makes no sense. So you'd believe the person if they defended the new Looney Tunes, but not the old one? I blame Lyric Shooter. His Down syndrome's contagious.
So, Mr. Stalkerbridge, get off YouTube, get a life, stop acting like you're a fanboy Pimpin' Master DX.
But you just got done realizing Stockbridge was a troll, and now you're threatening her to end hero. Okay, here's some advice of mine, from me to you. Open the door to your front house, walk out of it, and socialize with intelligent people. Perhaps their good nature will restore your feeble little psyche. Actually, I take that back. You can't restore what's practically non-existent.
Just leave.
There, tubers, I made fun of Fred Sanford's teenage child. Now, can you just go to his video and call him a faggot already? The suspense is killing me.
A rant on girls? Well, my pants got wet for this one.
Hey everyone.
And they dried back up.
I'm not used to doing videos. I actually really suck at it, but...
Well, at least she's modest. Still, those piercings.
Okay, first of all, what the fuck is with this weather? Mother Nature, get your head out of your goddamn ass, because this, this, so not fucking cool.
Then why are you recording this outside in the cold, you dumb bitch? Maybe you should get your head out of your ass.
Okay. That's one thing I had to get off my chest.
And probably more if that shit is covered in piercings too. There's my nightmare fuel.
Second thing. Girls.
Holy shit, it spoke.
When you see this outside, Snow, fucking snow, put some goddamn clothes on.
And when you're bitching about how cold it is outside, don't record your rant outside your fucking house. Or better yet, wear something warmer. Hell, most of the winter I had to wear a hoodie and a windbreaker. And even then I was freezing my nuts off.
Okay? These little girls have something wrong with their fucking brain because they don't know how to wear clothing. Okay, it's not cool to show your cooch to everyone. It's actually really not cool to do it at all.
Except if porn is involved. Then I get down and dirty. Also, you know what else isn't cool at all? Piercing your face up like cattle and smoking in front of the camera. What, you think you're a badass over here?
Okay? Girls piss me off.
Girl says girls piss her off. I don't know if this type of irony is rare, considering I see guys who say they hate guys. Then again, there's people who hate people. The world is weird.
Also, if you are under the age...
Damn it, spoke again. Seriously, don't do that. It makes me think the lung cancer is finally kicking in.
...of 18, you do not need to be posting sexual shit on your Facebook, okay? You are a child.
Oh, and some desperate 18-year-old trying to pose sexy isn't being a child. That's basically your argument. If you're not 18 or over, making sexy poses makes you a child. But anyone over that is alrighty. Tell me, do these 16 or 17-year-olds make you feel insignificant? Well, maybe if you did something about the piercings, maybe you might step up a tier. Also, you know what else is childish? Saying you hate girls simply for the fact that some younger girls like to show off their bodies. Okay, look, I'd have more of a problem if they were showing their bodies off on more public sites where anyone can gain access to it, or even dating sites where some 30-year-old man-child could start fapping to it. That's goddamn creepy. But this is Facebook you're talking about. Facebook is easier to manage in who can look at your stuff or not. So if they're just using it for personal reasons and showing off their photos to their friends or family, then that's fine. They're the only ones who can look at it if their accounts are set up properly to where only their friends and family can look at their photos. Look, just because you probably don't look good in a swimsuit doesn't mean you can go around condoning other people younger than you for posing in swimsuits.
Child.
Oh, right, and that's certainly not acting childish at all, is it?
Don't do it. Not cool. Okay?
So that's it, huh? No explanation to your point? No backing up your argument to making your position as why young women shouldn't pose sexy online stronger? None of that? Well, if it's one positive thing, at least it ended before the video could get any worse. Well, I'm off to cry myself to sleep.
Well, I never thought I'd be commentating on one of my own videos. Already 1 minute in, and I'm too lazy to cut out the long pauses.
Wait, hold on. This is all you're covering of the original video? I mean, all you did was cover only 2 seconds of the video and now it's suddenly over? And it's not like you really covered anything. You just stopped after you simply sighed. Like, can this even be called a commentary at this point?
So, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. This video was a vent video, and a very poor one at that.
Criticizes their own video for not editing out long pauses. Still doesn't edit out long pauses in the rebuttal video. Seriously, it must speak volumes when you can't even take your own advice.
Why? Well, for starters, there was a whole...
Come on, man. Allegro! Accelerando! The speed limit's 55! You can do it!
A whole lot of misplaced context.
Wait, misused context? Where the fuck do you get that just from simply a 2-second interjection where all you do is sigh with Digimon music playing in the background? I mean, yeah, you're the original video maker, so you know what you did in the video, but I don't. He doesn't. That guy over there doesn't. Lord Elwood doesn't get it. Why are you only covering 2 seconds of a video and bringing up shit that gives no context to what you're even talking about?
And not enough usage of the video software.
A source for what? Information? Entertainment? And is that advice to you or to me? Because I can take that both ways, honestly. And with that, what the fuck do you even say after this? I mean, were you originally planning to cover more of the video? and just uploaded it like this without even looking at the video upon it uploading to see if it even uploaded properly? I'm serious, this is the most confusing commentary structure I've ever seen. And to make matters worse, you state one of the problems with the original video being not editing out your long pauses, only to still not apply it to your video now. So in other words, you completely disregarded your own advice. I think that's where I'm just gonna end it. This video is full of irony, you talk way too damn slow, and it makes my head hurt. BRB, dying slowly and painfully.
Hello there, relatable human being that is currently watching this video on the internet.
Excuse me, that is highly offensive, sir. Also, I am not watching this on the internet. I am on my pooper watching my soapbox.
Have you ever wanted to be on one of my awful, awful, awful mixtapes that you should never buy ever?
You do?
No.
Well, here's how you can get on my next mixtape, because you just really hate yourself, I guess.
You sound just like my school counselor.
So for my next mixtape, which the name will not be revealed, by the way.
Well, that's just rude.
I am going to be releasing a song that is going to be as long as humanly possible.
Well, the tallest man is about 8 feet 11 inches, so compared to most commentary videos, that's not long at all, you fibber.
And how am I going to make the song as long as humanly possible?
By tickling your fifis.
Well, get the instrumental of a song that is already pretty long, and then construct it to be even longer.
But that goes against my rights, you filthy communist!
And I'm just going to get as many features as I possibly can.
I paid for those features.
Now, who are these features going to be? Well, I mean, if you guessed by putting 2 and 2 together.
But how does math join Patreon?
All of you!
Actually, Ryan, 2 and 2 make 4, and you have about 2,282 subscribers by the time this video gets posted. So that's 2,278 people you're leaving out. Stop being a bully, Ryan. We need to fight for equality.
So, how do you get into this song?
Stop it.
Well, it's simple. I'm going to put 2 examples of the 2 sections of this instrumental in the description below for you to download, and all I'm going to need you to do is record yourself making an awful, awful verse, or a good verse if you're actually, talented.
Gee, way to profit off Kanye, you fucking moocher.
And send it over to me, and if I think it's good or bad enough to put into the song, I will put it in.
But what if you're not good?
Now, I'm not going for just any bad quality, okay? I have some standards.
Then why don't you... Shit, I actually don't have a joke for this.
So here's the rules if you want to actually be accepted.
But you're a Jew.
Rule number 1, it actually has to be on rhythm. You have no idea how much it will bug me if you are not on rhythm.
But that causes drama.
You could spit the dumbest crap ever, just be on rhythm.
I will report you to the authorities.
Rule number 2, when you send me your submission, I would actually really appreciate it if you, sent it to me without the music in the background.
But I'm a big boy, Daddy. Why can't I roast a gay guy?
Now let me get this clear. Let me get this straight.
Wait a minute, so you were faking the whole time?
When you record, I want you to use the instrumental as your bass, rap over the instrumental. But when you save and export the audio file, don't export it with the song instrumental in the background.
This is in violation of my personal space.
For example, I do not want this. Yo, mama is really bad.
But your mom has Twitter.
And I'm gonna hit you with a smack.
Ryan, who told you my fetish? Was it you, Ronnie?
I would like this as the submission you send me.
But that's my safe word.
Yo, mama is really bad, and I'm gonna hit you with a smack.
This is the worst Easter Day present I've ever gotten.
And if you can do that, then we are right as rain.
But rain is wet, you platypus.
And the final rule, just have fun with it. I don't actually care if you construct a good verse.
I don't love you.
This is just all for fun at the end of the day, and I'm just
why don't you just follow Silver Keyblade on Twitter, you weird person?
Wanting to just, make a meme. That's the point of this. It's a meme, you